Well, we know it's not going well in the comic book industry. Of course, sales have been down universally across the board. The one bright spot has been Ultimate Spider-Man, where, of course, it is outselling everything. Even like the third print, I'm hearing from comic shops, is outselling everything else in the shop by, a 90% margin. Absolutely crazy what's going on over there. But it goes to show that, like, if you kind of give the fans a scenario they want with the characters, if you actually do justice to the characters, they resonate with it. If you don't, as in the case with The Punisher, they don't. No one comes in and buys it. They decided that they were going to cuck Frank Castle, make him into somebody who had to be humiliated, all because of politics. If you look at the reason for The Punisher, it was that the cops actually took it as like their kind of logo during the pandemic after all the weird Black Lives Matter political crap. So everybody at Marvel and all these other people went at the Punisher logo, and they actually got rid of the logo because they were scared of that political association. Amazing how that never works the other way around. It's always that these left-wing ideologies have to get promoted 100% of the time, and anything center or right, even just something innocuous like the police using it, is absolutely crazy on that level. But this is Marvel Comics. This is who they put in power. They've, of course, telegraphed this at every front that conservatives aren't welcome. Normal people aren't welcome. They want a extreme leftist audience all the time, and that's all they do. Now, they launched this series last year with a new character without the Punisher logo. He's just like a SHIELD agent, and actually read it, who was out there going out and, like, he had some problems, and so he's taken down some criminals as a vigilante justice guy, kind of on the run on every level because he's out at SHIELD now, and that's it. So it was just a random character. If it would have been named whatever it was, like, SHIELD on the Run or something like that, or like X-SHIELD, or I don't know, name something different, probably fans would have been okay with it. I don't know that it would have sold that great just because, again, like, Marvel has trouble selling anything that doesn't say Spider-Man or X-Men on it. But at the same time, it probably wouldn't have been just a complete disaster like this. But nobody wanted a fake Punisher. Nobody wanted a rewritten Punisher. Nobody wanted a non-Frank Castle Punisher. Marvel should know this at this point. They've tried this time and time again with all their, like, iterations of characters like Ironheart or whatever. People don't resonate with these replacement characters, even when it's a white guy in this instance. So that's what happened here. And now we're seeing that it looks like it's been stealth canceled. It's been reported on by That Park Place this morning. And of course, they went through the solicits for us and showed that, of course, the Punisher, which had 4 issues, is no longer there. There's no 5th issue coming up. There is a trade paperback solicited the month after that, and it looks like this is the end of the road for this. Now, maybe Marvel's going to come back and redo it or relaunch it with an all-new #1. That's kind of the tactic they do these days. Steve Orlando, who is a writer, a social justice guy, who's been writing Scarlet Witch for the past couple of years, people were asking, for the run to continue, and of course, he said that Marvel Comics struggled to get past issue 10 at this point. They relaunched his Scarlet Witch with a #1, hoping that it's going to catch on. But of course, it's not going to, because it's going to be the same old tired tale at this front. And so this is what exactly we're seeing with this Punisher sort of thing. These people are not respecting the character. They're making a completely different character. They don't even make it look right. They don't use the Punisher logo. They kind of use this half-assed, like, kind of like face on the outfit kind of logo, which looks kind of weird. I guess it's supposed to kind of signify a skull, but not be the Punisher skull. So they're telling the fans, this is not the Punisher. This is not what you want right out the gate. And then they wonder, what's going to happen here? Now, I actually read this first issue, and it was actually okay. There was nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I actually pretty much enjoyed it. But then it comes down to the creators' attitudes at the end of the day. And so I actually went onto Twitter, and I was going to say, hey, David Pepose, the writer, you actually did a pretty good job with this book. It was pretty solid. And I went, and I looked, and I checked, and I was blocked. Well, I'd never interacted with the guy. I don't know the guy. There's nothing like that. And so I just logged on to my Fandom Pulse account this morning, which is my pop culture news website. Of course, I've never even written an article about him or the Punisher on that at all. And even on the Fandom Pulse website, we're blocked. So he blocked a comic book news website, which is actually, one of the few that's actually getting clicks out there. We're brand new, and we're doing very well in the industry. Somebody who'd actually report on his stuff, report on comic books, because we actually do that. And this is their attitude. They want their little echo chambers. They want to be hidden from the public that, might actually read their books, might actually be interested in this kind of thing, because they know what they're doing at the end of the day is an injustice. And of course, it's something that Marvel is probably mandating across the board. I bet there's a memo out there. Make sure to block JDA because he's actually got some following in comics now, and we don't want that influencer to have anything for his content. Well, we're going to have this content anyway because your book's getting canceled, David Papose. Nobody read it. Nobody wanted this because you didn't just make a Frank Castle Punisher that people wanted. Now, Jason Aaron already destroyed the character in the prior arc here. It was very sad. They had the Punisher get killed. He went down to hell. And even his family, of course, who he was helping to avenge, disavowed him. He got the slap in the face from his dead wife, saying that she wanted nothing to do with him. He was totally disgraced, totally cucked, and they wanted to do that to the character intentionally because it became a normal person's center right kind of thing at the end of the day. And that's really sad. Marvel is all about politics. They're not about the customer. They're not about their characters anymore whatsoever. And it's going to continue this direction. It's like they are not showing any signs of getting better at this point. In fact, they're looking like they're getting worse coming soon. But there is an alternative, my friends. Please check out, of course, my books. I've got a web store in the description below. Would love for you to check that out. And on top of that, I've got a subscribe star. This helps with the channel. It helps with Fandom Pulse. It helps with my comics. You keep the lights on, you people who are there. And of course, we're trying to build this up into something good to where we're going to be able to compete with these people with monthly books eventually. That's the goal. And of course, we'll never block you for buying our books and telling us that you like them. We're here to respect you as customers, respect you as readers, quite the opposite of Marvel. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.